Thank you. Esmeralda, right down. Esmeralda, how are you? Are you guys all in high school? Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Juniors. Okay. Veronica, you too? Good. You're not quite old enough to vote yet, are you? No.
No, but
But next time you will be. Good, good, good.
so they are from Century. She's from Forest Grove. Glencoe. He's from Beaverton High School.
Very nice to meet you. Marcos,
And also-
how are you? Good to see you. How you doing? How's things?
Yes.
All right.
So
why don't
can we take a
photo
picture?
with these gals and a couple of the guys, and then I'll take some more photos.
Okay.
There's no camera?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so he is from Century High School, Hillsboro, Beaverton High School, Century. She's from Glencoe. Okay.
You mean Mayor Willie, not me.
Oh, well, you are teasing me.
You guys coming out to this. You won't understand that for about 15 years, but it's great to have you here. When you see these folks again, teach people a good idea of who they are, because in 10 to 15 years, thank you for coming, and this character, he really is quite a character.
Please welcome Governor Kate Brown.
Thank you so much. I'm thoroughly honored and delighted to be with all of you this evening. So, on my desk is a rock, and the saying on the rock says, "Our lives begin to end when we are silent about things that matter." And it's by Dr. Martin Luther King. And I got into public service because I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. And I went to law school because I wanted the tools to achieve justice and equality in this world. It was my experiences post-law school that made me want to continue to fight. As a young woman, I had the experience of being paid less, substantially less, than the male attorney in the office next to me. And my first job was as an advocate at the state capitol, fighting for women's equality many years ago. And during that session, I worked on a number of bills that impacted people's lives. But there's one bill that I carry with me today, and it's a little bill that enabled parents to stay home with their sick children without fear of losing their jobs. And when Governor Barbara Roberts signed that bill into law, Oregon became one of the first states in the nation to recognize family medical leave. And I realized that I could make a difference. I could work to make Oregon a better place for all, every single one of our families. Literally following that session, I got a phone call from my state senator asking me if I was interested in seeking an appointment to the legislature. As a young lawyer, where are the young lawyers in the room? The young law students in the room? Yay! If someone called you and said, "Are you interested in seeking an appointment to the legislature?" what would you say? That's exactly what I said, and that's exactly what I did. I got the appointment. My election was much more challenging. I ran against a 3-term incumbent. I was outspent 2-1, but I won that race. I won that race by 7 votes. Everyone who voted for me believes that they were the reason that I won. And guess what? They absolutely were. For me, it was a wake-up call of the reality that your vote is your voice, and every single voice matters. So I had the incredible honor of serving in the Oregon legislature for 17 years, where we fought to pass the DREAM Act so that Oregon students could attend community college and universities, students who didn't have their citizenship, at the same tuition as every other Oregon student. That was a huge win. It took us 10 years. I fought for 17 years to pass legislation to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity. And as your governor for the last 20 months, I am so proud of the work we have been able to do to keep Oregon moving forward. I was able to sign into law an increase in the minimum wage because I believe that no one working full-time should be living in poverty. I also signed a bill to ban racial profiling because I think it's absolutely unacceptable in this state and every other state in the United States of America. And I was also very, very pleased to sign legislation to ban the box, prohibiting use of criminal history on employment records. But I believe there is much more work to be done to make sure that our Oregon, our home, is a place where everyone can thrive. So first of all, moving forward, I believe very strongly that state leadership needs to reflect the diverse communities of Oregon, and that's exactly what we're doing. And I believe our state agencies, the people that work in our state agencies, need to reflect the wonderful diversity of Oregon. Secondly, I believe very strongly that we must take action and implement criminal justice reform. Oregon is one of the worst states in the country. We are ranked 7th in terms of the disproportionate impact of our criminal justice policies on African American men and women. It's absolutely unacceptable. Secondly, healthcare. Right now in Oregon, 98% of our children have access to healthcare and 95% of our adults. I will be working with a number of you in this room to make sure that every child in this state, regardless of their status, of their legal status, has access to health care. I believe is it a fundamental right, and we must work together to make this happen. Thirdly, education. I believe that education is like an elevator. It enables us all to rise. I am so committed to closing the opportunity gap before it has an opportunity to get started, by investing in early childhood education, by making sure that every child in this state is ready to learn and ready to start kindergarten. And in Oregon, as you know, we now finally have all-day kindergarten. But we can't stop there. I know there are a number of community college students in the room. Can you all raise your hands? Woohoo! All right. We implemented a new program called the Oregon Promise, allowing Oregon high school students with a certain GPA, I think it's like a C+, to attend community college for a mere $50. I believe that every Oregon student should be able to attend community college affordably and accessibly, and we will work to make that happen for every student in Oregon. Thank you so much. It's a true honor to be here with you tonight.